learning submission grappling is really difficult. The hardest part is also the most important part, which is getting someone to tap. Here are the 3 best submissions that you can learn early on that'll carry on throughout the rest of your learning experience with submission grappling. First, we have the leg triangle. This move uses your legs to lock around your opponent's neck and arm, squeezing, cutting off the blood flow, eventually making them tap. Very often, in the beginning, you're in bottom positions, so from the bottom positions, you're going to have to go for something submission-wise, often to even get some space whatsoever, because people will just smother you. So when you go for a leg triangle, it's your largest muscle group against one of their weakest muscle groups, and you can just squeezing a triangle without all of the details is disruptive, and it usually will be addressed somehow, and that creates motion and you can move on. Learning arm bars off of triangles is also generally easier and more straightforward. If you already know how to do a triangle, now you know how to do an arm bar off a triangle, then you learn arm bars. Rear naked choke. Probably the most classic move in submission grappling. Instead of your legs, this time it's your arms locked around just the neck of your opponent. Rear naked chokes applied with the arms around your opponent's neck. You do often see people using their legs. It's not required, but the legs are often in some way, shape, or form squeezing, hooking, doing something to the person that's being strangled. Last on the list is going to be ankle lock. All these other positions, they're both focused on the neck. The triangle also addresses the arms and the neck, but you need to have something that disrupts when people give you leg heavy positioning, and it's like you'll essentially always lose no matter what if you can't address the position. And just knowing the basics of how a straight ankle lock works will allow you to start to at least, again, similar to how we talked about the triangle before, create some sort of threat for a little bit of space, or at the very least utilize the straight ankle lock as almost a guard in its own way, just because you can keep that leg extended and they can't really apply pressure forward over it, so to speak, right? Sweeping off of someone standing on a straight ankle lock is a good way to start learning how to sweep too, from like tripod sweeping positions and stuff like this. There's no doubt about it that learning submission grappling in the beginning is uphill, right? Everything you go for really doesn't work, and it doesn't quite make sense why it will. But one piece at a time, you begin to build upon every one little piece that worked. So if you start with the leg triangle, you learn a little bit about all the parts of submissions in its own way. You learn about strangling. You learn about limb extension, right? When someone, they're hiding their arm to defend the triangle. So it teaches you about how to move one limb that's already isolated.
Comment,
Like,
share, subscribe, watch more videos. Go train, you filthy animals. Thanks.